So let's go and see about Russell Brand next. So we've got the Russell Brand story. I don't know if this is key. Don't know. That's not the Russell Brand story.
Hello.
There we go.
Firstly, thank you for these incredible and overwhelming messages of support. We're very fortunate in a way to live in a time where there's so little trust in the British government. We're very fortunate, I suppose, that this
There's
is
no
happening
trust in the
at
British
a time where
government.
we know that the law has become a kind of weapon.
Political weapon.
To be used
100%.
against people, institutions, and sometimes entire nations that will not accept and tolerate levels of corruption that are unprecedented. I'm speaking particularly to those of you that are watching this in the UK. How do you feel about your legal system right now? How do you feel about some of the high-profile cases that are not being pursued and prosecuted? How do you feel that the Southport murders were handled? How do you feel about the government of Keir Starmer?
They hid a lot.
That's just sort of general context. I've always told you guys that when I was young and single, before I had my wife and family, we're just out of shot over there, my beautiful children, I was a fool, man. I was a fool.
And we've all been that when we were young.
Like the Lord. I was a drug addict,
I don't believe in all the good stuff.
An imbecile. But what I never was a rapist. I've never engaged in non-consensual activity. I pray that you can see that by looking in my eyes. I want to thank all of you for your continuing support. I want to let you know that our show will be on Rumble on Monday. Thanks for your support there. And of course, I'm now going to have the opportunity to defend these charges in court, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. In the meantime, you lot, stay free. And we will be continuing to discuss this matter.
So, everyone that knew Russell Brand or of Russell Brand back in the past knew what he was like. He was a drug addict, alcoholic, sex addict. He admitted that. He admitted that he was deranged. But he still had women throw themselves at him. And the thing is, now you've got someone that's come forward to say, oh, well, he needed to rape me because he blah, blah, blah. And it's like most of the time you can tell it's just rubbish. You ask simple questions. Was you drugged out your brain when this happened? Yep. Can you remember it? Well, I remember saying no. Well, what else do you remember about it? Well, I can't remember nothing. So you're both drugged out your brain. You both did something you probably both regret now. But you class it as rape because you say you think you remember saying no during or after, but you don't remember nothing else about the night, hours before, hours after, hours during. To me, that's just regret. That's someone coming forward after saying, I did something that I regret, or he didn't call her back or that, which is pathetic and it's getting worse. But I hope, to be honest, I hope it comes out that he didn't do it, or he did. I don't really watch Russell Brand. He's too much of a god basher. Does my nutting. Let's be honest. God bashing, any religion, sitting there telling you people you've got to believe in a certain religion or a certain way just because it was their religion, to me is not interesting at all. Religions and that are, it's just not my thing. Right, let's go to our next story. Once we've got some people in here, more people in here, and we're all talking, and we go back and forth, the stories will last longer, and we'll have more of a chat, people. Ex-Reform MP Rupert Lowe has his guns collected, seized by police after party accused him of harassment. God, here we go. Let's have a look for it. Ex-Reform MP Rupert Lowe has had his personal gun collection seized by police after he was expelled from the party over bullying, which none of the allegations have been proven at all. So let's get that clear. Rupert Lowe is innocent till proven guilty, like anyone else. Like the Tates, like Russell Brand, like anyone. Unless you get caught in the act, and then I don't care what case you're going to, you're guilty. Right. The Great Yarmouth MP has repeatedly denied the allegations, and there has been no proof at all. Other than someone said it, they want to stay anonymous because it could hurt their feelings. No. Right. So, the Great Yarmouth MP has repeatedly denied the allegations and accusation party veteran Nigel Farage as a malicious witch hunt. Which I don't even think Nigel knows what's going on, to be honest. I think Nigel lost control of that party a long time ago. And that's a sad thing to say. I think Usain Yusuf, or whatever his name is, Useless Yusuf, is a lot of the problems. He jumps party to the party that he thinks he's going to get power with. He wants the power. He doesn't care about the party. He doesn't care about the people. He wants to be in the background, and that's all he cares about. Right. So, speak to the Daily Mail, news, blah, blah, blah. Police seizure. Mr. Lowe said, I'm 67 years old and have a 67-year-long unblemished record from the law. These are false allegations designed to maliciously smear my name and ruin my reputation after I dared to bruise Farage's ego, which 100%. That was because old Elon put out a message saying that Lowe would make a better PM than him. So Farage got up on his high horse and started kicking off with Lowe. It's all weaponisation. Everyone in his office has released statements saying that Lowe is a nice person, he's a gentleman. An independent review, a lawyer paid for by Reform, works for Reform, says the investigation protocol has procedures written statements on behalf of complainants following the lengthy Telegraph interview, which she won't talk to Rowe. Reform has deployed woke HR lawfare to smear not only my name but my reputation, which is not lying, going far as publicly naming them. I think in this case, like many others, if the person who wants to stay anonymous, the case should be dropped. You shouldn't have the right to hide away and be a coward. If you can't say, yes, he did this to me at this point, and stand up in a court and say it, or stand up to the people and say it, then what is the point? It's just disgraceful at the moment. It's just terrible the way that people are doing it. It's just the way that you can say anything and stay anonymous and people think that it's true. And we're supposed to believe it. Any story now that says an anonymous source said, the first thing that I think of when it says anonymous source is we're lying and making this up.